that'll be all good.
Alright, let me know when.
We're in. Good.
Alright, so, last time we started that little stakeout for the, whoever the hell was doing the whole thing with the worms and the corpses and whatever, I really wasn't paying that much attention. We started kind of staking out an area in the slums, came across this, smaller warehouse than before, kind of old, abandoned, made of wood. And, Fury was the one who saw it first. She went to investigate, and noticed a slight, faint, glowing light, definitely magical in origin, underneath the door. She didn't roll high enough on her investigation to figure out what exactly it was, and opened the door only to be splashed by an acid trap made magically through a magic circle. It hurt a lot. After being patched up, we stormed our way in, and we found that the place was indeed mostly abandoned. However, it was pretty clear that someone had been walking around, as there were certain paths where there were no dust. Seemed to be perhaps the old warehouse for an abandoned winery. Nothing really, didn't learn anything of that. There were two doors, one to the north and one to the south. We busted them both open at the same time, and it ended up that the north one had a saw blade trap that nearly cut, I think it was Atlas in half. Luckily, everything was fine. We made our way in. Welcome. We made our way in, at which point we came across a trapdoor that we kind of tried to get open, and couldn't really succeed without making a ton of noise. So we made a ton of noise. We stormed down some stone stairs, finding that there were three paths, one ahead of us to a huge double door, a room to the right and a room to the left. We decided to approach the front door first, found it was locked, very likely alerting the bad guy behind. We went to the left first and found a bunch of books, including books of alchemy, a journal written in deep speech which only Atlius could read, and very interesting studies about, well, we learned why the bad guy was there and what they were doing. They were trying to make an immortality potion, and the zombies, were his test subjects. Before we could investigate any further, though, the double doors down the hallway busted open, and a giant gorilla demon, was it Balgarog or something like that, busted in. We made shorter work of it than I think any of us were expecting to. At which point we found a key. We made a quick sweep of the right room, didn't really find much of anything, and decided then to confront the enemy head on. We used the key on the door opened, at which point a big bad monologue began. That was cut short by us rushing in, namely Archon, who wasn't having any of the baddie shit. Thus, battle began. Archon grappled him in an attempt to hold him down. That failed, however, since he managed to somehow teleport away. At which point we learned what the true battle was supposed to be, as we look over and we see a small, eviscerated, deathly white child with worms sticking out of it. It was, God, what's her name? Shoot, Eleanor. Eleanor's little brother. Still seemed to have his intelligence intact, but none of his humanity. As we approached, he reached into his stomach and pulled out worms, dropping them down into the grates, summoning more zombies for the fight. One very wormy battle later, we managed to kill Billy and the other zombies, and decided to bring in the guards. Unfortunately, Alias was the only one to go, and thus found himself cornered by our resident villain, who decided he would be his next subject. Curie caught up soon after, carried Atlas to safety while alerting the guards, and sooner or later, they found their way into the building, along with the lord of the town, Silverscale, who, in quite a bit of honesty, decided that these notes couldn't possibly remain to exist, and promptly burned them up the moment that they left. Alias's condition seems to be growing worse, but for the moment, everything seems to be more or less safe as we bedded down for the night.
Okay.
Archon, stop writing in your journal. God, fuck.
Then with Atlius being injected with the horrific mutation disease, we pick up again the next morning with Kiori still vastly passed out asleep in her bed. Having
another one lost to the coma.
In this case, though, with her not actually in bed, but rather had passed out from reading all night and is just passed out from too much reading.
Fuck nobility.
So as you guys wander down for the morning, what do you guys wish to do?
Just...
Well, didn't we go to sleep in the morning, so wouldn't it be like mid-afternoon?
Technically.
Fair enough, yeah.
Derp.
Technically, you guys actually... Technically, you guys can't sleep yet, according to the rules, actually, since you guys already had a long rest previously, less than 10 hours ago.
The day after.
Can we at least do a short rest?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay, let me just go back to where it was. I'll just leave that for the day after.
Your guys' sleeping schedule is all fucked up.
Oh, hell yeah.
Look, it's not new.
Heath, I
I'm not
came here
even-
to escape real life, not as...
Oh wait, I used all my spells, but finally!
And one other quick note, tomorrow,
Yes!
this is your last day before the boat leaves tomorrow.
Yep.
Did we receive our payment?
You
No,
have
we
not.
need to go get that.
Yeah.
We have to go to the guild?
I think the guild, yeah.
Yes, the guild.
Yeah,
Oh, well, I'll just
wish
head-
they would be compensated. Am I the only one who heard that?
Well, I think we're only getting like half of what was
What's
promised.
this? No, we should go from yesterday's page, or like the page where we got the thing. We should get 200.
Well, guess
Or
we're gonna
them
find
die.
out.
And not 250. I will fight them. We had a business transaction.
Do you remember what
Alright.
was on the requirements for the payment?
Well, it was 250
Yeah,
for
proof?
bodies returned and capture.
Yep.
And
Alive.
150 if he was dead.
That was
150.
200.
200 if he was dead.
Yeah, so we're probably only getting half.
Oh, fuck, bitches. I just swear. In these pages. As I remember everything. Never mind. I will not fight them.
Anyway, may as well just go collect.
Right, so
Yeah.
You got,
Nothing. You can go.
so you guys head up back into the streets. Wandering down towards the guild house where you see the guild master once again working the table. Getting close to the afternoon since you guys had a bit of a rest after your huge fiasco of combat. He goes, "Oh, you're back here already. I believe,
Yeah.
I'm suppose you're here for your partial pay. I was told by the Lord that apparently you found The bodies, at least.
Yes, well, we found more than that, but it got away.
Ah, fair enough. The culprits sometimes do, but I've been initiated to give you all. And he reaches into it and pulls out a purse of what looks to be about 125 gold.
And 2 for their guild fee.
Hey, and takes the 2 gold out, giving you 123 total.
We appreciate the business.
This total bothers me.
Why? Because it's an odd number?
Because it's 3. It's not 5 or 0. It's 3.
Odd numbers? I love odd numbers, man.
Man who
I'm
gives a
happy.
fuck about numbers?
So you find the 123 gold, which you may split amongst yourselves as you see fit, or you may just put it all in one big party fund.
How many people we got?
Oh, bless you, Wilgrim.
Everybody gets... Wait, did I count our party
Who
right?
can math in our party?
Everybody gets 20, and then
Split it into
we get
silvers.
3... No,
Fury
so
gets
the-
3.
No, everybody gets 20 and we have 3 extra.
Yeah, everybody here right now.
Including
No,
Fury.
kidding.
They got any silver?
I mean, no, it's just
Yeah,
gold
I
in
have-
the bag, but...
I have silver. Wait, that's not your question?
So everyone adds 20, and then I'll take 1, and I'll put the other 2 on the table for you guys to fucking free-for-all. I'm not deciding who gets it. You guys can make that
I
fucking
get
decision.
2 gold.
Yeah, go for it.
I take it.
Ugh.
There's like always is for sure the one that takes the last cookie.
What do I give a shit?
Do you want it? No one reached out.
I don't need money, kid.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Nah.
It's not like you can just hunt food. Here.
Well, we still need it for the trip.
Sorry, Dev, what was that?
I say you still need it for the trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was 50 gold for like the better accommodation.
Would you mind adding that to his sheet too?
I
we
did
don't have to
already.
track it? Thanks.
Yeah. So Heath, it was 50 gold for like the nicer travel,
Yeah.
right?
For the yeah, 50 gold. Yep.
And like if we spend the 50 gold, that includes like all like food and stuff,
Yes.
so we don't have to buy our own supplies.
Okay.
But it was 15 for the shittier travel.
15 for the shittiest, 25 for the normal.
I remember the 25
But-
being there, but okay.
Oh yeah, no,
There-
I don't remember that either.
There was 3 levels. There was the lowest. There was the highest, the middle, and the lowest.
I
But
thought
this
it was
is-
like 15, 50, and like 100 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
it was
right.
like you have to be
yeah,
like
you're
a
right.
rich
Yeah,
motherfucker.
15, 50, 100. You're correct. I'm getting.
I mean,
my
I could
gold
do
stuff.
25.
No, it's
Yeah, I
15.
mean, look, I'm happy to do anything.
Well, the 25. Yeah, so it's 50 if you guys want to like basically not be living in the fucking stables. It's 100 if you guys are like looking for like private room style shit.
And it's 50 for just.
Because it's like 2 months, yo.
Well, the question is, do we have to pay for our own food? Is that included even in the 15?
The
I don't remember
15,
seeing
no.
that.
You would have to
The
supply your own
15,
food.
no, that's the whole
That's
point
the
of it
issue.
being 50 for the other one.
Oh, that's the good.
Yes. How much would we have to spend on rations if we just wanted to get the 15?
Well, work it out. You're in there for about
Oh
roughly
my god,
60
it's so
days.
expensive.
Oh, I'm trying to, but Roll20 doesn't tell me how much they cost.
30 extra gold, so you'd be spending 45 gold apiece.
So
Total.
it saves you 5 gold.
5 gold for not being in the stable.
But here's the problem: if the trip takes longer than normal, you're fucked.
That's true.
That
Yeah.
was so true.
Right? It is.
want to fix that.
Boats, especially in medieval fantasies, not exactly an exact science how long it'll take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it was like maybe 20 gold or something, or 15 gold for the rations, I would have considered it. But saving 5 gold isn't worth it.
No.
What?
That's where they get you.
Saving 5 gold is worth it if it wasn't just so shitty accommodations. Ugh.
Look, I can live with fucking shitty accommodation for 2 months. I just don't want to fucking die of starvation on the ocean. Fuck the ocean.
Cook here can't swim.
I mean, I'm capable of it. I don't
What
like it.
chance?
I float. Never really had much practice, but I'm pretty sure I can float. Just bad at swimming.
Unless there's crabs involved.
I never swam at any point during the crabs. I was abducted.
Yeah,
Oh, you
fuck
count
those
flailing.
things. Do you count flailing as swimming?
Mm.
Would not want to see you do a breaststroke.
Glad you didn't see it.
I do a slow head turn towards Welcome and give him the giggity eyes. I know who wants to have Archon do a
I flick a
breaststroke.
piece of food at him.
Only fuck.
I mean, do you want Archon to fucking eat you?
No, I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
Welcome, struggles to say that between laughs.
Arca just got his he's leaning back, got his arms crossed, just looking at him.
I look over at Archon and it's looming, and I'm like, oh no.
He's not going to eat you.
I know, but
That
oh
was only
man,
Yevon.
okay, it's out of my system. I'm sorry, Archon. Not sorry.
Kinda hungry now.
All right. Well, here we go.
Okay, but would you really want to try and eat him? You know where he's been.
As I said, I'm gonna cut off the head first.
Oh, quit being like that. That was funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that 50 gold a person?
Yes.
Yes. 50
Yes.
gold a person today.
I only have 42.
I'll give you. Well, yeah, I can give you my 8.
Kiori's got
How much is that?
63.
Well, how does she have so much?
I have
Rich
62.
What the fuck?
I have
I mean, I guess
61.
I replace all my javelins, so I guess that's probably why I'm.
Yeah, you guys-
Why do I have so little?
I have no idea. Because I would have been dividing the gold up every time I got it, so that everybody got a cut.
Did you just
So
add the
unless
20 you
one of-
just got, Nano?
Yeah.
Maybe
Oof.
you missed one of our previous ones.
You know what? I bet you we didn't add to your sheet from a previous mission, so just give yourself another 20 gold. Because you've missed a bunch of games, Nano, so it's possible that's what happened.
Yeah. Because I was dividing it up so that everybody got a cut, but if you weren't here, then I don't know if Heath would have remembered.
Yeah, I
to
might
chuck
have
it your
forgot on
sheet or
that
not.
one.
Yeah, I see. No one cares about my gold.
Bitch! Alright, next time I just won't fucking give you any, and you'll complain and be like, why don't I have gold? And we'll be like, well, if you weren't fucking playing with your bone sword all day.
Okay, so you guys all have enough coal to buy the higher upgrading, so you sleep in actual beds and not on fucking cots or on
How
on.
much? How
Oh,
much
the
are
worst. Just starving.
notebooks?
Books are expensive. Although, tell
Books are
Grab
25 gold.
Oh, fuck.
They
A
didn't.
notebook, like a little thin thing, though, probably cost you 2 gold.
Okay.
Still tell us this book.
Yeah, see what
What?
happens.
No, that's not this book. I'm not
You
gonna steal
mutating to a
Talis'
horrible monstrosity will only be the smallest of your problems.
book.
See what happens when you steal a woman's diary.
I've become an eldritch horror.
Get cursed.
An elvish horror?
Yeah, but elvish horror.
Or
I
do you
still
just,
have this syringe, by the way.
or do you become an elf's whore?
Oh fuck. That's Alivor's thing.
The post office.
Okay. So anyways, as you guys gather your stuff, what are you doing for your last day within the city? So anything you want to shop or buy or prepare for, this is the day to do it, guys. Any other people you wish to speak to before you leave, today is the day to do it.
I
I'm
just
gonna
wanna
go
double
ahead.
check. Oh wait, you first.
No, you go. You go.
I'm going to remind everyone that we still need to go pick up our shoes at Yemen's.
That's what I was gonna
Ooh.
say, but Welcome didn't know that.
Yeah.
See ready yet?
Maybe
Might be.
we'll go. We'll go visit Yabit.
Yeah.
Or should we do that later in the day when like everything's closed to give him like extra time so we can like shop now and then visit Yabin before the end, right? Like
I'd say
visit.
before dinner time.
Okay. I wanted to double check it that Welcome did not give me the spell scrolls yet, right?
You did.
It wasn't
I didn't
Welcome
have
who
the
had the
spell
spell
scrolls.
scrolls, it was Kiori.
Yeah, but
No,
she gave him the
not
welcome.
to Welcome to give to me at the end of
Oh,
last
right.
session,
I shoved him
and
in
you
my
squash
pocket.
it up.
I haven't.
You like angrily shoved them in a pocket.
He looks down.
Yeah,
They're been
yeah.
destroyed with his morning cup of coffee. They're just stained and unusable.
They're just-
Bold of you to assume I
Ah.
stopped drinking ale between last session and now.
I just wanted to ask Heath
You.
while I'm like
if you,
thinking.
yeah, when you,
Oh, what were you
so
saying,
when,
Dan?
once you got up. Yeah. Go for it.
You're up.
Oh, I was just gonna say, is it possible to like, cause you know how I need gold and parchment, well, not gold for like materials and time to like copy a spell. Is it possible to like, work on a spell without the materials like translated over to a mundane piece of paper, and then
No,
when I have
because the whole
materials then
purpose is
convert-
you have to transcribe it with the magical material. That's what the time is for. Putting on a normal piece of paper is literally like, like
it's
I
like
want to.
solving a formula with a normal thing and then using the materials to just like copy it over. So like
That's
spend the
that's
time
not
for-
even close to how it works, D-Rab. It'd be kind of like I'd like to bake a cake, so I'm just going to write down the formula without actually baking the cake. It doesn't save you any time.
No, it's like looking at somebody else's recipe.
It doesn't save you
turn
any
it into
time,
a thing.
D-Rab, because it's all about the whole
Okay.
purpose of the time down is like just that's how long it takes to implement the magical stuff to it. Because you already have the formula, right? That's the whole purpose of the scroll, right? You have the scroll, you have to transcribe it. That's what takes the time. And without doing it with magical ink, you're doing nothing but just, painting on paper.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to know that. Okay, that's it.
When Otlius does eventually get up, I'll probably remember and hand it to him. Perhaps. If not, it would definitely be once I sobered up.
You know what? Let's make this a fun thing. Roll me a con save.
Hell yeah. That, yeah.
You're sober.
Of course I am. I'm so good with my fucking drink. I don't get drunk. I get fun. Yeah, so he'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, that's right. I got this stuff for you. And I'll like just pull out the crumpled papers.
What? What's this?
Beats me.
I open them up because they're so scrunched up. Since when do you know spells? Welcome! I kind of like chase after him as like and get the scrolls. And it was catnap and something else?
There were 3?
2.
No, 2. Right?
2. I don't remember the other one though.
If you guys didn't write it down.
That's
Aries had
them.
Catnap and it was some
I just
other.
remember catnap because I was like,
It was
yes.
some vague utility spell. It wasn't Featherfall.
Oh,
think
I
it's
don't
like a
remember
level
off the
2.
top of my head, so we will have to.
I'll listen to the
you'll have
recording
wait for
later.
recording
So
later, exactly.
it's a fireball scroll.
Yeah, right.
Fireball.
Yay! Fireball! Fireball!
Fireball confirmed. Dan, add fireball to your spell list. Then you can't do anything about it.
I'm sure he can just kill me with this magical concoction in my veins, but yeah, let me just add it.
Yeah, just let me note that adding a spell Fireball. Okay, there is a 95% chance anytime you cast Fireball, it just blows up in your face and around the party.
I'm willing to
Nah.
take those odds.
Yeah, I don't think Welcome has anything he needs to do because he didn't travel with Eleanor or fucking Yebin, so it's not like he feels the need to say goodbye. Welcome will just follow the rest of the party probably, or follow Otlius if he splits off.
Yeah, so before we go to Yevon, Archon just gets up from his seat at the tavern. Alright, I'm gonna go get some rations. Anyone need anything?
I do want to get arrows.
Well, come if you want.
Okay.
Are you guys gonna come close to where we like bought the magic stuff last time?
I don't know.
I'm not sure if the shops are nearby each other. They might be.
Okay. No, that's alright. You guys can
You
go.
can come with us if you want.
I'll look over at Welcome.
And shrugs. You can go if you want. Do you want me to come with you?
Yeah.
Just both of you, come on.
What is it
Okay.
with you people making fucking parties?
Don't blame me. I don't have anything to do. I'll start walking up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me get this straight. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Rations are 5 silver each, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Gonna get 20 of those.
Okay. So you got a really local store you didn't have to buy. I'm not going to RP you shopping from a grocer because you're not around gyms.
Oh, wonderful. Good.
just
We're not
like-
around gyms.
It's all like high fantasy, and then you walk into the grocery store, and it's just like a fucking Audi.
Yeah, right?
Though I am
Stormbird?
tempted to have like a
Excuse me?
version of gym now in every continent you guys go to, just like
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's still Jim. Like it's actually, it's not even like a Pokemon thing where like they're all different Nurse Joys. It's
Yeah.
Jim. It is
It's
Jim every
just
time.
Yeah.
He's just level 20. It's okay.
He's just got a bunch of magic.
You know what? Y'all back at the
Level
the
20
ice place.
bug.
It's all fucking like he's just got like 50 chain stores around the world, but he's just got like teleportation circles in each one. So when he hears the bell, he just goes to that store.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Flagrant misuse of magic.
What do you mean misuse? That is the exact use of magic.
Nah, see, he's secretly a lord.
Look,
Oh my god, he is.
look. There are two uses of magic. The first one is fireball, and the second one is teleporting from store to store. There's no other uses.
Okay, so so you bought up 20 rations. Anybody else buying anything? So that's obviously going to be 10 gold.
I'm getting some arrows.
Okay, it's a gold
Oh.
per 10 arrows.
20.
It's
I
20.
believe. 20 arrows. Sorry.
I remember now, Heath.
I'm
I
gonna
look
spend
for-
2 gold
Sorry.
Okay.
for 40 arrows.
Okay.
I look for a souvenir of some kind. Like, is there like a shop that sells like a bag charm that's like an ice crab?
Do you want a charm that looks like an ice crab?
Cause I was gonna say a keychain, but that doesn't probably fucking exist in this
Been
world.
there, done
So,
that,
like-
got the t-shirt, got abducted.
Sure.
Yeah.
Roll me an investigation check, D-Rab.
Oh, come on,
Fucking keychain, he's a tourist through and through.
please. Can someone be like,
Well,
Welcome
you
to
have
Port
other
Frost.
you have other things to use if you don't want to make the roll, D-Rab. But
I haven't rested. That's just there.
oh, that's fair. Okay. So with a 13. I will say you spent a couple hours kind of searching around, wandering like basically the version of a shopper's market of the
Falcon's
city.
definitely got bored and fucked off at this point.
As you wander around, you do find what looks to be kind of like a little bit of a pendant of like a little ice crab for sale.
Oh no, how much is it?
You look at the pendant; it'll cost you about 1 gold.
Okay. I spent 2 hours looking for anything of the sort, so I'm just gonna take it. I'm so annoyed. Thank you.
You see this wizened old lady going, "Oh, thanks, Sonny. I make a lot of these."
Do they have any other stuff on there?
She's got like a bunch of these little pendants. You see one of a unicorn, one of a mermaid. You see a horrifying one that looks like a strangely familiar white dragon that sends a chill down your spine.
Of course.
What inspired you to make this?
Oh, that? It was stories I heard about when I was a little girl. My grandfather used to tell me.
Oh. I'm gonna get the mermaid.
Go get the mermaid. Okay. It's a gold per pendant because they're made
Yep,
out of silver.
Yep. Pendant mermaid, pendant ice crab. Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome, Sonny.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Oh, goody.
Can I top up my my like little travel keg of ale when we get back to the tavern?
You can, yes.
I probably didn't even drink all of it. It's probably only like half empty.
Fair enough. Yeah, that'll probably cost you another 2 gold to top it off, though.
Yeah,
Pessimistic.
sure. I'll take that.
What were you saying there, Avalon?
I was just joking. Pessimistic.
Oh, okay. For Dev, what were you planning to do for anything else?
I only wanted to get my arrows.
Just getting your arrows? Nothing else? Okay.
Yep. Nope. That's all.
Okay, so
Do
as
I
you
know
guys...
Do I know if I can enchant a cantrip onto a pendant? Or nah?
Probably take a while.
It would take a while and take a lot of resources and money. Unless you do like a one-time use thing, then it'd probably be a lot cheaper, but...
If it's a one-time use thing, around about how much would it be?
Given the materials and resources for a one-time use pendant usage, you're probably looking about 25 to 50
Of a
gold.
cantrip. Man, that's not worth it. I'm just gonna...
Yeah, well, it's about the
Whoa,
equivalency
whoa,
of
whoa.
having a cantrip scroll. If you were looking for a permanent enchantment, you're looking at between about 200 to 500 gold, depending on enchantment strength.
Nah, that's okay. I follow everyone else.
Okay. So as you guys all gather together and follow the rest of the party, you gather together. It's been a few hours. You guys are going around just before dinner time right now. So if you wish to head to Yebben's to go pick up your hopefully finished shoes, now would be the time.
Oh, yes.
Well, I'm not even gonna have shoes. Yevon doesn't know me.
Oh.
No, but we got you shoes.
How did you get me shoes?
They got
We got
shoes.
you. We got.
They
the
got
whole point
everybody's
is you
shoes.
got your-
Yeah. They got
you got your
everybody's
foot
foot
size.
size.
How did you get my foot size?
That's
Was
a
this
question
fucking
you need
Kior-
to ask
was this fucking
Otlius.
Kiori's doing?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we
No,
just
it's Alivor. Obviously,
not
he's interested.
Fiore in your room at night. It's okay.
I just
Look,
imagine Welker
I would
waking
be-
up. Just imagine Welker wakes up in the bed and just sees Kiara with a tape measure by his feet.
Look,
My God.
it would be like a genuine concern if I didn't fully believe that no way Kiori.
Yeah, right?
Okay, so anyways, you guys make your way down towards Yebben's home, where you find, once again, you see Yebben's home still boarded up completely, having no idea of last night's events.
Technically, the problem hasn't been resolved because the guy's still out at large, but I don't want him to have his windows boarded up forever. I say to no one in particular, just the whole group.
And I'm gonna knock on the door.
I'm gonna hide behind Talitha.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Yeah.
So as you walk over and you hear the door open up, you see Yebben kind of open the door, kind of a little groggily. You can tell he's been working late into the night and early into the morning. He goes, Miss Talitha, you're here, and hi, Otlius. As he sees you kind of peeking, your little coat peeks out behind Talitha's behind Talitha's legs.
I fully commit to the goof, and I do the thing where I tilt the upper body so I look like I'm looking around the window like hello, like hi, yeah, babe.
I take it you guys came back in for these shoes, eh?
You
In fact,
okay?
we wanted to tell you that things are better here.
Everything got resolved then?
To a point, we can explain to you what happened.
Oh, of course, come on in, honey, everybody's here, why don't you get, you're just in time, we're just getting dinner going, but we could probably set some extra plates, why don't you all come in?
No, that's fine. I don't want to impose.
It's not an imposition, I mean, I'm alive because of all you guys, so, this is fine, no, come in, I mean, the wife and kid will be happy to see you, everything's good, I mean, like I said, things are going good. Rose and Clarice will be more than happy.
Okay, if you insist.
So he brings the lot of you inside. Hello, Mr. Wilcrum, right? It's been a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit. How are you, finding your new house?
It's quite nice actually. It's quite roomy, and I mean, neighbors are good as long as they're not flesh-eating monsters.
Does tend to put a damper on things.
Yeah, just a little.
I think it's kind of fun. Yeah, speaking of
Yeah.
that.
But you're also the size of like 5 of him.
I think it's funny.
Well,
Anyway.
in any case, why don't we all sit down and I'll start getting you guys your food and stuff together, and oh, I do. Oh, go wait! Hey, wait 1 moment. He kind of like rushes off into the back. It's like, here you guys go. I just finished them for you. As he comes out holding the pair of shoes for each and every one of you.
The fuck do mine
Thank
look
you,
like?
Yevin.
So, for each purposes, Talitha, you got kind of like very nice, kind of fancy, kind of dress sandal shoes. They look very pretty, and they match the color of your clothing quite well.
Aww.
They're quite, as you put them on, you find that they're quite comfy and surprisingly have great arch support.
Hell
Yevon
yeah.
knows his Yevon knows his like work, man.
This is how I got his wife, man.
Plus on the deck saves.
It's actually like a full Cinderella story where Yevon like offered first
Right.
pair of shoes.
As he looks over to you, Liz, you notice that halfling shoes usually aren't a big thing, but since you know you're heading off into the jungle, you find a nice area where, once again, thick soles, very well done, but at the same time made up of kind of like a very light, breathable material for your feet.
Yes. Can I try them out?
Oh, of course, and as you put your shoes on, you find that they're pretty damn comfy. You're not used to shoes, but these ones are quite nice.
Cool.
They
It's
got-
kind of like I'm bare feet,
Yeah,
but not.
they're kind of like wide enough and kind of roomy enough that they're not imposing on your feet, but at the same time give you enough cover to protect you from anything you may step on in a jungle scenario.
Thanks, Yevon.
It's okay. Glad I can help you out. Listen, for the purpose of Alivor's frickin' shoes, he got a nice pair of good, once again, shoes. Open up. Bit with a steel toe. And then goes to you,
Jeez.
Ark. Oh, you're back.
Yep, I'm back.
Hey, yeah, it gives you your shoes for your thing, Alor. Very nice, kind of like breathable open with kind of metal tipped toes. Just for sake of your sword. But nice
Can
thick
appreciate it.
soles and heels for in breathable air as well.
Alright, I can dig.
Yours, Archon, yours are a sight of art.
Oh no.
Each thing is this thick, heavy-duty leather with where you have normally individual one big toe off. Each area is actually a separate toe piece that he used for each of your clawed toes. Each toe itself has a metal steel cap on the end to prevent your claws from ripping in, making wear and tear.
Holy
As well as
shit.
the back claw spike on your back of your foot to support that as well, with another metal steel tip to prevent wear and tear there. The leather is heavy-duty reinforced with thick, hard rubber. And you have kind of like what looks to be kind of this grazed little farm with an interesting arch support system. But again, leaving the foot mostly open, they're kind of like heavy-duty military sandals might be a way to describe them with the open side. Doing that, the scale on your foot means that the top of your foot probably doesn't need a lot of protection.
Figure you'd try something like that.
I hope you like them, Mr. Harkon.
Gracious as always.
Oh, and I have yours too. And for you, Wilcrum, he comes back. He gives you a good old classic pair of military boots.
I appreciate this. They look very good. Was I actually like? So was Wilcrum actually there when everyone else went to visit him?
I don't remember, but I don't think Welcome was there.
You weren't there, but there was a request for everybody to have a pair of shoes
But
made.
yeah, shoes.
And it's not
yeah.
like he hasn't met you before, so he's a craftsman. He can eye up a shoe size and kind of figure it out.
Okay.
You didn't travel with him for a week on a cart.
That is true. It was longer than I.
I
Yeah.
picture Yevon having like measuring like footprints in the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Archon kind of takes them between clothes. Where the hell do I put these on?
Just like this, and he kind of like puts it in there, and kind of like, almost kind of like how you kind of like slip on like a, like how you kind of slot in a piece of metal into like a screwdriver. He kind of like clips it into your toes, and it kind of clips into your back spur.
Shoes made Heath go Valley Girl.
Yeah, so Archon just watches, kind of glaring down at him. How they feel, I guess.
You have never worn shoes before. It seems a little odd, but you kind of like do a little spring step to your jump, and you're like, "Huh, these are actually pretty comfortable." Did you notice your posture is just slightly better?
Weird. I don't give him any other response as I chest it out. Tap my claw against the floor.
Archon shoes are so heavy duty, they're like actual weapons by themselves.
Well, if you think about it, they're
Nope.
being walked on by a 400-pound mountain. So
What's that guy's getting a phone call?
Oh, time. This is the time to find out what spell it is. Screw it.
This is the time to find out that it's fucking Fireball and add it to your goddamn spell list.
Okay, post battle.
Hey, Avalon, did you talk to Heath about the
No, I didn't have the time.
Haven't yet?
Fine.
Fair enough. Got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to hear about this fucking super abusable spell in the new book?
Yes.
Sure.
Me
As
and
a
Dan.
caster, yes.
Oh, it's like all the spells in the new book are weird because it's like, well, they're like essentially they're for the new subclasses only, unless the DM decides to let you use it. So it's not just like added into the game.
Yeah.
But there's this 9th level spell with the new gravity magic that literally makes like a 20-foot black hole.
I'm okay with this.
It's a 20-foot black hole.
You basically create a sphere of annihilation.
Wait, I'll go grab the book so I can read it off so I don't get any details wrong. Be back in a sec.
I mean, 20-foot black hole says enough to me, but that is just me.
Sounds fun. Let's use it.
Mech.
Okay.
Right, it's like I think this is the one that has 1,000-foot range. There is a spell with 1,000-foot range in this fucking.
Holy fuck.
You're not
Yeah,
talking about meteor
there's some-
storm, are you?
No, it's a new spell.
Huh. Meteor storm has a ridiculous range, like miles.
186. Alrighty. The new subclasses are really cool.
So I hear. Not able to use any of them, of course.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Where is it?
Let him back.
Ravenous Void, 1,000 feet range. Yeah, so 20-foot radius black hole. And anything within 100 feet of it gets pulled inside it. So all objects are pulled in and immediately disintegrated. Creatures have to make a strength saving throw or get pulled into it. Not even like get pulled towards it by X amount. You fail your strength saving throw, you are pulled directly into the fucking center of this black hole.
How much damage did they take?
It is 5d10 force damage when it enters the thing or starts its turn there.
Well, in any case, guys, back onto the game topics.
Yes.
Dan seems to be muted or like deafened. Oh, there he is.
Sorry,
Hmm.
I found the quote, but everyone was talking, so I was like, oh god, I couldn't hear it. It was skywriting.
Okay,
Oh.
fair. Yeah, that's right.
Skywriting.
Yeah, it was.
That's a weird way to say fireball.
Yeah, it's really.
Right, well, I'll continue going over the spell after we finish the game. Fucking
Let's go.
So anyway, so where the hell were we? Everybody's got their shoes. Archon was kind of doing it, and they're comfy.
We're
Yeah, we gotta
hanging
look-
out.
You hear kind of
we
a sound.
vibing.
Yeah, you hear kind of a called out from the back of the house. He goes, yeah, man, everybody's here for dinner. I mean, I got a nice pot of soup ready, so if everybody'd like to come in for a stew and some bread, I mean, dinner's ready for everybody to eat. Come down and eat.
Is this like a multi-story house?
I mean,
Yes.
it's a decent-sized house.
Kevin's moving up in the world, guys.
I mean, it could
Yeah.
just be like an upper loft or something.
Yeah, it's a bigger house than the one you guys saw him in previously, but this is a much bigger city.
Yeah, Ben.
Yeah?
I take out the mermaid pendant, and I'm like, here,
Oh,
because we're gonna head off tomorrow.
oh, that's
So
right.
I thought we should leave you something to remember us by.
Gavin kind of takes the mermaid pin in his hand and looks up at Atlas. You kind of see like a bit of a tear in his eyes, like, thanks, Atlas. This kind of means a lot. I mean,
Oh, I give
I
him a
kind of
hug.
miss you guys. And he hugs you back. You guys watch these two little a halfling and a gnome hug. The tiniest hug ever.
Aww.
I kind
Makes me sick.
of like pat him on
Yeah,
back as well.
I'm gonna miss you guys. It's been a lot, and
If I learn that spell that lets me talk over any distance, I for sure will send you a lot of messages just to like keep in touch. So don't get weirded out if I speak in your head.
Oh, okay, that's good to know, especially if I ended up going to the bathroom or something.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
sure
gonna try
you
to cancel the time zone.
traveling with this lot.
Well, in any case, I'm gonna miss all you guys. It's been a time.
Yeah, it has been.
I just
Thanks for
kinda
the
wanna
shoes.
Say, yeah, thanks. I just kind of want to say that, Mr. Atlas. I mean, I guess that it was really a pleasure traveling with you around this mountain and helping out, and I'm so glad everything we met and you were able to assist me with everything, helping my family and all that. I'm gonna miss you a lot.
That's alright, Kevin.
It was always nice to have someone, my size around in the journey.
I scratched the back of my hand.
He
The goat
wanders.
joke.
Thanks, and wanders over to you, Archon. Mr. Archon, I just like to say thank you a lot for everything you did for me, including the advice you gave me when things were getting a little crazy. I do appreciate
You
that.
didn't tell me to stay back and not get your ass killed.
Yeah, that too.
You were just gonna get in my way.
Probably. But I just want to know that it was really appreciated, and I respect and admire how much you helped me out and everything, keeping me alive. And he kind of reaches up with a little hand to shake yours.
I kind of just scared, he looks over to scowl out like an open window, but it's boarded up. He just kind of stares over at the boarded window for a second, and rolls his eyes. Yeah, right. Whatever. Shakes his hand.
As he shakes your hand, he walks over to you, Alivor. He's like, Mr. Alivor, I just wanted to say that I appreciate you, helping us and leading us down that mountaintop and helping us get out of that dungeon. I mean, it was a lot, and I appreciate everything that you took me with you and decided to, take a little guy like me along and get me back to my family.
No problem, Yebin.
I mean it. You didn't have to do that, and I might have ended up being a burden on all of you, but I just want to say that I really appreciate it, and it meant the world that you were such a kind friend.
Well, if I die out there in some random battlefield, at least I did one good thing.
I'll make sure that if that happens, Mr. Alivor, that we'll you'll live on. I'll make sure I tell everybody the adventures of you and how wonderful of a person you were, and at least we'll sure tell my kids, and at least we'll tell his kids and their kids that Mr. Alivor was one of the greatest people ever.
Well, I appreciate it, Yebin.
Goes up to give you a handshake.
I'll give him the old wrist clap handshake.
Which basically envelops his whole arm. Just his little, tiny fingers can't even get around your wrist.
My hand envelops his arm.
He walks over to you, Welcome's like, I didn't get to know you for very long, Mr. Welcome, but you strike me as a person that's going to do a lot of good things for these people and, keep them out of trouble. You strike me as someone who, he's got a good head on his shoulders.
Yeah. Gives Yebin a grin. Well, I'll try my best. Keep yourself and your family out of trouble. I hope your business goes well here.
Well, people leaned a lot of snowshoes around here, so I think I'll be okay. With that, he reaches his hand out for a handshake.
I'll take it. I'll shake his hand like a normal fucking person.
Finally, Yebin wanders over to you, Talitha.
She just instantly pulls him into a hug.
I just kind of hugs you back. He's like, I think I'm gonna miss you the most sometimes, Miss Talitha. I always did love the encouraging words you gave me, and you always made sure that I had hope when I was in my darkest on those hills. And I don't know if I'd still be here if you weren't here.
You would be, Evan.
But, I'm gonna miss you a lot, Miss Talitha, and I'm sure Clarice and everybody will be so happy, and I'm sure he'll tell lots of tales about his Auntie Tell.
I'll make sure I write.
I'd appreciate that. Anyways, look at me getting all emotional. Let's all have one last meal together before you guys all sent off, and do tell Miss Kiori that she scares the hell out of me, but I'll miss her too.
Will do.
Okay.
You making these shoes for it or what?
Oh, yeah, I did actually. And he brings out a nice little pair of very mundane but comfy-looking shoes. I figured she'd prefer practical over anything else.
Most likely.
In before she complains, they're not.
Bust through the window.
Ares just rips into the game. Where's my nice shoes?
wants the noble stitch, man.
So in any case, as you guys gather around the dining room table, some of you, for most of you actually, for all of you except two of you, honestly, it's a little weird sitting down at this gnome table. But as you sit down for a nice meal of stews, vegetables, fruits, meats, Rose serving everything and serving everything in a nice pot, and little Clarice running around with his little face, with food all over his face as he kind of does what kids do with their food and kind of spreads on his face as he eats. You enjoy a very nice, homely meal with lots of food as you enjoy your final night in the city with Yevon, Rose, Clarice, gathering supplies, getting yourselves together, and getting yourselves with this last end of a journey to begin a new chapter in yourselves. As you if you wish to have any dinner conversation, feel free. Otherwise,
I can't stay silent.
Hey, Evan.
Welcome will probably just make small talk with Yebin's wife. Welcome.
I'll just expedite my conversation with Yevon and just say that we're gonna just talk about tall people, in quotation marks, as in Archon, and what his opinions are. We goof around.
Okay. You guys continue your night away and get your stuff together. Good meal. You head back towards the Wintercrest Inn as nighttime starts getting. You're all a little more tired than you would be having to stay up the extra hours, but figured it's better to reset your clocks.
Oh, yeah. Also, for sure, I let Clarice, meet Lou while I'm there.
Clarice gets very excited as Lou kind of just flutters around the place as he kind of goes around chasing it like a puppy chasing a butterfly. But after you guys spending your evening with Yevon and his family, spending one last time in the Normandy before you guys spending your last and final day within the country of Mandonia. Most of you, this is your home, the only place you've ever known. For tomorrow you guys will be setting sail in a boat to lands unseen by any of you for a 2-month+ journey across the ocean. So as you guys head back to the inn and sleep, you awaken the next day. What do you guys do?
In the morning, because Welcome and I share a room, right?
Yes, I believe that's what you guys are doing.
If I'm awake before Welcome.
You probably wouldn't be, but we can make a roll if you want. We can make it a roll.
I probably aren't.
No. I mean, I did a lot more physical stuff than you the past day, so we could make it like a con roll.
Okay.
Yeah, make it sure. Con rolls for both.
Roll con. Bam. Out like a light. Alright, never mind. I'll do it on the boat.
Frankly, Welcome didn't get up very. Welcome slept in fairly decent too.
This is during the rest. Like, my importance after.
If you woke up before me, you would have had your portent.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
We just go, right? We don't know what time
stuff,
it goes.
Head back to the boat.
Yeah, pack up real quick.
We also still need to
whatever.
finish paying for our stuff, so we need to make sure we actually get the rooms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Archon's gonna shake you or you awake and whatever hell that entails, and basically track her downstairs if he had to.
You look like you kidnapped a girl.
He says like drag her downstairs, but he actually walks with like her like resting in his arms, and she's doing like the dramatic like head back,
The faint.
back of her hand on her head.
He just drops her and lets her
Like,
fall
oh.
down the stairs. No, he's actually dragging her by the foot because she refuses to get up.
Ow.
Yes.
That's a good look for you.
I do whatever.
Not at all.
Look, she's awake. You're awake, ain't you?
Sleep.
She was awake.
Convincing.
Scott tries to turn over as you just watch Kiori try to sleep further, but keeps flipping around.
Curia like lifts her head up to glance at us, and it's just like bruised from the fucking stairs because he
Yeah.
dragged her down them by the foot.
Kiori is down. I will remove Kiori's gold for the 50 for the ticket.
Okay, I will too.
Oh, 4 gold. Hell yeah. 4 gold. Fucking rich.
So as you guys gather yourselves together and wander down to the docks, in the distance you see what looks to be a ship. The ship you guys are setting upon. You see this kind of gruff captain, piratey looking dude in kind of a trench coat and beard, hat, feathered hat. Kind of going, all aboard! Everybody boarding up the ship of the ice cutter! Ha ha!
Oh, wow, that's a cool name.
Ice cutter.
I write it down. Ice cutter. And I draw out a knife breaking ice because it's so rad.
As you guys approach, you see Captain Flog and notice your brute. Oh, aye there, right, my mateys. Are all you the ones coming aboard that have been getting I was told about?
Indeed we are.
Yep.
Well, do you have your gold ready for the shipment sales? Oh, wait, Nano, I remember why you're down to 40 gold, because you put a down payment in.
Down payment of 50.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why your gold was less than everybody's less. So remove that 20 gold.
You just have to add the
Actually, I
difference.
think the down payment was 15.
Yeah, he paid his 15 gold, so he's got 3 gold left.
There we go.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me move my gold here.
Take my coin pouch. Dig out a gold, just look somewhere and toss the coin pouch to him.
Okay,
Is
so
the ship headed to Zelandis, right?
hi, that be right, matey. We're headed down to the lands of Zulandis, the place of the beasties and wild creatures that walk and talk like men. Then he looks you up and down. Well, other ones.
If you don't mind me asking, what exactly is it that you're doing down in Zalandis? Genuine curiosity.
Ah,
I cast
well,
detect thoughts.
okay. Let me look at the
Not
components.
going deep, obviously.
Wait, what? Oh.
So as you cast the spell, you just hear him say exactly what's in his head. Is like, well, we'll be heading down there actually to pick up a bunch of specialized herbs and medical supplies down there. The jungle area helps grow rather amazingly special source of herbs and other medical utensils for the area, as well as a few extra spices that can be found only in the area.
It's pretty cool.
Sounds like an important job. I commend you for taking it.
Well, I mean, being the fact that the Lord likes to keep the city stocked with such supplies like that.
Oh. Yeah, we wish we could grow them here. That'd be, like, nice.
Kind of looks around at the frozen wasteland.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be nice if we could.
If
saying we
anything to it, it's
can.
probably magic.
Well, in any case, whatever they have down in them jungles of theirs, Zoolandis be a place where you can get only the best ingredients for herbs and potions. I heard that they even have the ability to make potions greater than greater healing potions, if you know what I mean.
Amazing.
Gotta be fucking rare.
Have we ever gotten your name?
No, of course not. Yeah, sorry there, lad. I haven't introduced myself. The name be Captain Floggin.
Captain Floggin.
Aye, Captain Floggin, 'cause I be flogging for a groggin.
A respectable name.
I'll post that in chat so you guys have the spelling.
Oh, Floggin. Okay.
I respect that.
In any case, we got a rather small crew here, only about half a dozen people. Since you've been paying the 50 gold, you'll be set down on the lower decks for some comfy beds and such.
Sounds good to me.
Meals are included, right?
Aye, the meals be included. Old Stumpy'll be your cook.
Oh, Stumpy.
Why do they call him that?
He kind of looks down around. Well, it'd be a little bit of a gag between all of us.
I whispered towards Velcrum, is it a penis joke?
Why are you asking me, lad?
I don't know. You sound like you're like kindred souls. Maybe that's like the goof that the military people do all the time. I don't know.
Don't know how many parallels between the military and sailors.
Well, no, Navy. Okay. I break away from the
Well, if you want to go meet old Stumpy, he's always down in the lower decks cooking up the kitchen. You'll probably get along with him yourself there, he says as he looks at you, Welcome.
Oh, why? What makes you say that?
Well, he'd be a kinsman of yours.
Ah, interesting. Alright, well, I suppose I wouldn't mind meeting.
There's like an almost visible / audible light bulb noise. Or alias of like, oh, I get it. It's a height joke.
Or is it?
I don't know. That's what I'm assuming.
We're gonna fucking walk downstairs and he's gonna have no hair. Like both of his hands are gonna be gone. Like one's replaced with a fork and the other one's replaced with a spoon.
I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I was wrong.
You know, he's not even
What a
that, he's
fool
just a
am I.
torso. He's basically the guy from... He's basically the guy from Family Guy who's just 4 peg legs on his arms and legs.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Should just call him Nugget.
So anyways, as you guys move up onto the ship, he goes, well, we'll be setting sail soon, so if you want to get aboard, we'll get ready when you are.
Okay.
No time like the present.
Yep.
Just kind of stares out to sea, shakes his head, and looks with the others.
This is a really big boat. I'm like wide-eyed at everything.
As you guys get upon the boat, you see the crew kind of gathering around, moving about. Bunch of rough and gruff sailor types all around you, getting the sails going and ready. He goes, everybody get the ship ready! We're setting sail immediately! He's like, "Oi, Captain!" And you see they start running around doing the stuff, pulling the mast, getting the sails down. As you guys start going over, as they untie the anchors, as the set sail boat moves off into the distance, leaving port and docks. As you guys begin your journey, leaving behind the continent of Mardona, where you guys have also leaving behind possible things that may or may not, fleeing from your guys' imprisonment, fleeing from your criminal records to a new continent where you hopefully life will begin anew. And just for the sake of showing, here is the ice cutter.
It's a
We're
big boy.
fucked. The ice cutter
Thick.
has a map. We're doomed.
You
Oh,
know,
of
D-Rap,
course.
I have a map for everything. You know that.
We're doomed. We're doomed. I do the thing where depending on I guess the back of the ship's every. I can like look over at the side and just keep watching Port Frost until I don't see it at the horizon anymore.
You know, lad, you'd probably get a pretty good look at the stars out here.
Yeah, Eleanor said that before.
Well, it's fucking true.
If it's not cloudy, at least I can see, like, from one horizon to the other side. Got my work cut out for me. That's a lot more data.
Perhaps
Well, at
you'll
least you
see
can
the
pass the
strange
time.
ships of the little gray men.
Maybe. Or maybe, what if they're not gray? What if they're like blue? Like the sky, that's where you can't see.
Perhaps.
Are there from like the racket happening around the ship? Are there other passenger types that aren't part of the crew? Like
You
us?
look
Yeah, yeah,
about.
the captain. Exactly that.
Yeah, as you go as the captain, like, aye, not really. Honestly, not a lot of people want to go to Zolandis.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, most people don't really respect the beast people, eh? Hey, we think the average person thinks of them little more than animals.
What do you think?
I've been down there a few times. I've learned that it's probably best not to judge the book by their cover. Although, admittedly, I did have a gnoll sniff my ass once and was rather uncomfortable.
What?
Huh.
Have I ever met a gnoll?
Uh,
I surely have, yeah.
probably not, honestly.
Beast people?
You met beast people because you met a tabaxi recently. You met some beast people?
I just mean, are gnolls considered, like, among the beast people?
Yep, gnolls are part of the beast people.
Cool.
Dog people.
Yeah, they're the doggos. This, not exactly D&D canon for the beast people. Gnolls are not monster races. They're beast people races in this game.
Got it.
It's just like the goblinoids and the orcs, and like people. No, that are lizard folk monster races or beast?
Lizard folks are technically beast people, though they are almost exclusively found. They're a unique one. They're almost exclusively found in Ishbalta.
Right, and they're at war with the dragon.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
they're
they got-
technically. Yeah, they're the
Common.
common folk of the Yanti race.
Yeah.
Like the Yanti
Yeah.
have used them as like foot soldiers, though they
They got their
are.
own fucking country.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
They got more in common with the Dragonborn than anything else, frankly. Though the lizard folk are still considered beast people and are considered beast people, so unlike Dragonborn who are respected, lizard folk are still considered kind of lesser creatures.
Okay.
Alright.
we'll end it with we'll have one moment as you guys do hear yourselves going as the captain kind of wanders to the lot of you. Goes. So, anyways, never really asked, but what all brings you down to go down to Zelandis?
Just looking to travel, I suppose.
Ah, out to
Never
see.
hurts
Bit
to
of a
get a change of
wanderlust, do
scenery.
ya?
That's exactly it.
I can respect that. My nephew had a bit of a wanderlust as well.
Do you
Yeah,
still
where
keep in
did-
touch?
Yeah, a little hard to keep in touch with someone, unfortunately, who's been eaten alive by a giant sea creature.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. 'Twas the way he wanted to go as he takes his hat off and puts it by his heart.
Aye, well, I can respect that.
He was fighting the natural long beastie thing with the 6 tentacles, ripped him in half, tore him apart, but he went down with his ship fighting. His da had never been so proud.
Is that a risk out here?
Oh, sea creature attacks. Yeah, very common one, honestly. I shouldn't say common, but definitely occurs.
Warrior glance towards the side of the ship.
Oh, you'll be fine, Delitha. You got a bow.
Remember the last time we fought a sea creature?
Just stay in
Yeah,
the
but
middle. Always.
I
in
don't
the
know what you're
middle.
talking about.
But we
Don't
have
get
Throwing
close
our
to the
like,
sides and
javelins,
you'll be
Welcome.
fine.
In any
Oh, yeah.
case, we should be okay at least, hopefully. I mean, we're not going around the area of Alteris. That's where things get really dangerous.
Yeah, I met a few of those guys.
They tend to have a lot of sea critters that they use to go capturing boats and slaving. Luckily, we're taking a long way around, so we should hopefully be avoiding them.
okay.
Well, something happens, we'll hold on.
Oh, aye, you all look competent fighters. I'm sure if things go wrong, you'll be able to handle yourselves. But as I said, we're not really expecting any issues. We're hoping for a nice, easy 2-month journey here.
Well,
That'd
let's
be nice.
hope for the best and prepare for the worst.
Aye. Well, I wouldn't worry about it. It's not like there's a bunch of, lightning rods of danger on the boat, right?
Ha ha ha!
Surely not.
I mean, you're all just wanderlust people, not adventurers of any sort where God comes in and makes sure something interesting happens every once in a while to keep things going.
How oddly
Yeah,
specific.
no.
No, we're just traveling.
What is the fourth wall?
I was about to say, that thing is screaming right now when I hear it.
But with any
It
case,
is
as you
divine
guys,
through the fourth wall.
Screams
as you
of
guys hear
agony.
that, everyone can roll me a perception check.
Oh,
Oh,
yes!
no.
I'm good at this. Hell yes. Here we go. Mm. Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh
God.
god.
Oh, God, really?
It's all bad.
Good Googling.
Yeah!
Oh, God.
That's why I waited!
So ironically, as everybody else is chatting and talking with the captain, you, Welcome, though, notice you hear something coming up from behind you. It's
Oh,
the
what
very
the-
distinct sound of wood clattering on wood. At the dunk, dunk, dunk.
What the fuck is that sound?
And up from behind you, you see what looks to be a dwarf with a peg leg. As the cook Stumpy comes up to say hi.
Aww.
Yeah.
Big fan, love your work.
I love him, too.
As he walks up, and goes,
Not a penis joke.
"Aye, I heard there was a fellow dwarf aboard the ship."
Sorry, did you say feral?
Fellow dwarf. Sorry, bit
Ah.
of the sauce. You
I was about to be offended, but honestly, I couldn't vote.
it's fine. You can roll me everybody can roll me one more perception check.
Myself
Okay.
included?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Alivor and Talitha.
Alpha rode the other way around. It's advantage.
Yeah, right.
Alivor, as you look over, you look down to see, and Talitha, you do see he does have a bit of a slur on him, and you notice that in his pocket you see an open bottle of grog, you're assuming, in his pocket.
Slight eyebrow raise, but she's not too surprised.
You look, you so welcome.
Exactly.
Dwarf hitting the sauce bottle. Nothing to see here.
And I'm glad you're all here. My name's Stumpy, and it's a pleasure to meet all of you. I'll be your cook for the entire trip.
Nice to meet
How
you.
long you been on this boat, Stumpy?
Oh, I was here. Oh, he like takes out his fingers, and you start going 1, 2. Carry the sea. I've been here since Captain Floggen's dad was in charge about 150 years ago.
I look back at Floggen and just grin, but I'm sure you have plenty of good stories to share.
Oh, yeah, Captain Floggen, we was a little wee lad. Used to mess himself up quite constantly in the first days of the chips. And
Can Floggen, like, hear this?
Floggen looks red, but you have a feeling it's kind of one of those things where he's so used to having Stumpy be the
Happened.
authority figure that he can't get past that.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
It just happens. You can't stop it.
I can't wait to give you a good old dwarven cooking. And you know what? He comes up to you, Wilcrum, and just kind of slaps your cheeks. It's always good to have someone to appreciate dwarven cooking on the boat.
Well, I
Talitha
look
just
forward
giggles.
to it.
Yeah,
Tell
I
me
do.
it's full of alcohol.
Looks over at you, Talitha. Like, oh, I'm a half-elf lassie. Yeah, have you ever had good dwarven cake, Missy?
Can't say I have.
Oh, it's the bestest rock cake you'll ever have.
Is it made out of rocks?
He looks over at you, Atlas, goes, and just boops you on her nose, goes, that's a secret, and just boop.
No, it's gotta be full of alcohol, right?
My eyes dilate like it's seen the secrets of the universe.
What good food isn't full of alcohol?
Fucking knew it.
Oh, for my
I have
business.
not.
Dwarves like alcohol. In everything.
I have not had dwarven cooking for so long. Now this I look forward to.
I'm sure you will. And he kind of like, you see him kind of reach into his pocket, pull out, and just starts glugging down. And,
Hey, a man of my taste, and I'd pull out my keg.
2 minutes passes, he's like, chug, 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 chug.
I have flashbacks to rowdy shifts at the tavern.
As he like finishes the bottle of grog, he goes, "Hey, that really hits the spot." Everyone
Alright,
can make
well.
me one more perception check.
Oh my god.
Oof. I did just
I'm
finish
paying
yelling.
attention to him now.
Hey.
Fucking hell.
So Alivor, Archon, and Talitha, especially you, Talitha, you notice that after, despite chugging for 2 solid straight minutes of this bottle of, you can only assume is some sort of grog/mead, the levels of the bottle have not gone down at all.
Huh.
God, infinite booze.
It's an endless bottle.
Then why are you saying "oh my god" as if you didn't give me that exact?
Alright, so...
I was disarmed.
Alright, Stumpy, tell me, you make killer rumballs or what?
Oh, you want rum balls, do you?
When I can.
rumbles, all right. And he just grabs his crotch as he smiles.
Archon just like dips his head and shakes.
Ah.
I don't know if you want to offer him those ones. He's got sharp teeth.
Oh, probably no worse than me ex-wife. As he walks up.
Seems Archon has met his match.
Fucking
Lads,
sailors.
this is gonna be a fucking good journey.
Well, in any case, I'll get dinner ready for all of you. We'll probably be starting off today, but like I said, it's a good old dwarven bread, and you know what? The bestest dwarven mushroom soup you ever had.
Looking forward to that and the Kraken.
What?
Rum.
What? You don't know what a Kraken is.
No.
Well, you're gonna.
Absolutely not.
Biggest fucking bug I've ever seen.
Well, as Stumpy wanders back down towards the kitchens, as upon your first day of journey, you guys get settled down for your first meal. As I say, nice little thing of booze, as you have this really nice kind of mushroom sauce that literally is just basically, as its base, it just seems to be rum. But
And a
it's
fucking
got little
joking.
tiny mushrooms stuffed with cheese as well.
That's the Kraken.
And you also
I'm not gonna
find
drink on this fucking shit.
You also do discover that you have a bit of crab and other sorts of various seafoods he's been creating. As you guys settle down for your first meal for good old Stumpy, it's good stuff. Welcome, it brings a tear to your eyes. This is when you eat the dwarven bread. This is like your mother's.
Aww.
Like the mother I never had.
That's not canon. I had a mom.
Just yells that out.
Brings a tear to your eye, Welcome. You haven't had dwarven cooking like this in a long time.
Not since I was a wee youngin.
I keep forgetting you're old. Not like old.
Just because I'm short.
No, I just assumed that you're like, okay. Alright.
Good job, kid.
By the way, Wilcrum, you would probably recognize Stumpy as close to well over 200 years old.
Yeah, seems about right.
On the older side.
Yeah, he's on his silver years as far as dwarves are concerned.
Let's go with about 60 human years.
Yeah.
I think Wilcrum would probably be the oldest one in the party.
Likely.
Well, you're the only long-lived race, so probably.
But even just relative to each race, he'd probably still be the oldest.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Hmm.
So anyways,
I'm
guys,
the old.
as you guys finish your meals, it's bed down to bed. I will show you the inside of the ship. As you guys bed down into your rooms, it's set up for tonight. As you guys have finished your first day of sailing and have finally begun your journey to Zoolandis, and that is where we'll end today's session. As when I say one last thing, you're all level 5, motherfuckers.
Hey!
Extra attack, boys!